It's like 7:30 in the morning. I don't know if you can see it in my eyes, but Raquel's family is in town, and we are going to the Chicago Museum of Science and Industry, I think. And I'm kind of excited for it. Growing up, I went to this place in Orlando called the Orlando Science Center, and I think it has like the same vibe, only bigger because it's Chicago. Another weird thing has been happening. Matthew, my brother-in-law, and my father-in-law, they both really, really like it up here. Matthew was talking about, well, I guess I'm gonna move to Michigan then, because this is just lit. And that really got me thinking. They're looking good, Raquel. The move from Orlando to Michigan was not a very smooth one.
Good morning, bon dia.
See, we're from the south, and so going up north, that first winter was just the absolute worst. I think it was like negative 30 degrees. We started dealing with seasonal depression. Didn't even know that was a thing that we were going to deal with. And also we had to move 4 times. But you know what? 4 houses later, freezing cold weather, ice. I think, coming into our last semester, I think I can say that I'm going to miss it. How do you go from hating something to actually kind of missing it? How do things change like that? See you later, man. I mean, things change all the time. Look at this. Now we have cars. The reality is, things did change. Raquel and I were starting something completely different. Marriage. And not only marriage, but marriage in a new place. And so, quickly, for me, what changed was going to work at Meijer and being mentored by the people that I worked for. It took some time, but we started to make relationships that just really anchored us. Listen, I know I'm short, but dang!
So it's May of 1893.
second only to your mindset, relationships can truly make or break the situation that you're in. I'm a firm believer in that. So it's important to surround yourself with people who are going to build you up and not bring you down. Alright guys, we are headed all the way up there now. It's an ugly day. And so maybe you're looking at me and you're thinking, well, Ben, didn't you already talk about friendships in a vlog earlier? And the answer is, yeah, I did. But what's different this time is I'm kind of talking about how things change in relationship to relationships. And I thought a lot about this actually. How is it that things change? And I kind of noticed that it's not that Michigan changed, it's that I changed, right? Because look at what happens in Matthew chapter 4, right? Jesus sees Andrew and Peter, and Jesus says, hey, stop what you're doing and come follow me and I will make you fishers of men, right? It's that make you. I'm going to change you from who you are now because I see something that you can become. And again, it's this thought, it's not that their location changed, it's the people in their life that changed, right? Because if Jesus never came and called out to them, you know, they would have lived and they would have died fishermen and we never would have heard about them. I mean, even think of Matthew, right? So Matthew was a tax collector, kind of hated by his people, seen as a traitor, and to do a job like that, you kind of have to have a twisted view of your own people to be able to do it, right? And then one day Jesus finds Matthew, calls him out, and then a few years with Jesus, and his entire perspective of his people has changed. He's a completely different person than he was before. And it's not that his location changed, right? It was the people that came into his life as a result of Jesus calling him out. My point is this, right? How can I go from hating a place to coming to an area in my life where I'm saying, man, as I'm getting ready to transition, I'm actually going to kind of miss it up here. It's not because Michigan changed, but because I did. And I changed because of the people that were around me and the influence they've had on my life in the last 2 years. So I'll leave you with this. If you can't change your location, try changing the people. And try Jesus if you haven't yet. I gotta get back to work now, so I'll see you guys later.